Hello everyone, welcome to Times TV as we bid adieu to the Honorable Ambassador of Pakistan who launched incredible initiatives for his community based across the Sultanate, including WhatsApp broadcast, Young Pakistani Forum and many more. Today we bring you to the Embassy of Pakistan in conversation with His Excellency Ali Javed. Hello and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you very much, and thank you Times of Oman for giving me this opportunity, and welcome to the embassy.
So sir, if I'm not wrong, you came to this country in June 2016.
Yes.
How do you see these 3 years?
I can put my hand on my heart and say with deep satisfaction that the enormous support which I received from the Pakistanis Oman, starting from Baraimi until Salalah, there are about 250,000 in all times. I was able to achieve the goals that we have set for ourselves, and we actually improved on many other aspects of bilateral relations. So I am very, very deeply satisfied.
So WhatsApp broadcast being your main, biggest initiative here, how did that start?
I wanted to connect with all Pakistanis in Oman, and I took it upon myself to make sure that there are no barriers and that we are able to establish complete transparency and we work with efficiency. Now, to achieve all these targets, I thought that the best way would be to connect with them through WhatsApp as being the most commonly used app on handheld phones. Not everybody is managing Twitter or Instagram. It was challenging in the beginning because as we started adding up people, we became aware that it was taking us 6 hours to send one simple press release with a picture to our subscribers. And now I can say that it is the only mission of Pakistan anywhere in the world and the only embassy of any country in Oman that manages its WhatsApp broadcast, and we have the trust of 20,000 voluntary subscribers who are following us on WhatsApp right now.
That's definitely big.
Yes, thank you very much.
So also talking about the bilateral relations and the relations between Oman and Pakistan, how have you seen it changing in these 3 years?
Once again, it was with the support of the two civil societies, followed with the two governments, and then followed from the leadership, vertically, horizontally. I felt that there was a yearning on both sides to further develop our bridges of friendship and build upon the great human relations that have existed between our two great nations for 5,000 years. I say 5,000 years not as a political statement. I would recommend it to be checked from the Sultan Qaboos University Department of Archaeology, who made some finds of some relics from the Hajar Mountains. And when they conducted the laboratory tests, they traced these relics back to Mohenjo-daro, which is a city in Sindh, Pakistan, 5,000 years old. So the relationship is 5,000 years old. The common heritage of a Gwadar is 175 years old, and which binds Pakistan with Oman into a very, very unique blood bond. So if you would take this background, it would be very easy to understand how and why things have prospered, and the prospects look very, very bright for our future.
Right. So now, if I'm not wrong, sir, this is going to be the last week for you in Oman. How are your sentiments about it, and what is that you want to tell the community here?
I am, first of all, very grateful to the God Almighty for bestowing upon me this greatest honor to serve my people as their servant and as the ambassador of Pakistan to the Sultanate of Oman. I think in a country of 210 million people, any person, man or woman, when they get this distinction of serving as the ambassador, in itself it is great. However, when I arrived in Oman, I started from inside out and outside in. I did not work with one group. I worked concurrently with all 3 tiers of Pakistanis in Oman, as well as the governments of Oman and Pakistan. And very quickly I realized that the response was overwhelming. And therefore, as I leave today, I am very pleased with the way things have progressed. The foreign ministers of the two countries are now the chairman of the Joint Economic Commission. In itself, it's a great achievement. We have signed MOUs for cooperation between the parliaments, between the Society of Literature, between the National Defense Universities. We are very close to finalizing other very significant MOUs that would be further augmenting our relationship. You will be witnessing them in times ahead. And we have also gained a lot of impetus in the Oman-Pakistan or Pakistan-Oman investment company, which was established in 2001 when His Majesty visited Pakistan. And 17, 18 years down the line, the company that was established with 100 million US dollars has recently crossed $600 million in its assets and is further looking to diversify. The trade is going very well, it is steady, but the very important other aspect is the remittances sent home by the average 250,000 people. They have been recorded at 750 million US dollars year on year for the past 3 years. So I think that is a gain, and for which I would like to acknowledge the blue collar workforce, which accounts for 90% of our presence in Oman, and I would like to salute them. I would also like to salute every Pakistani community member, all private companies that came forward, and they helped us establish lots of initiatives. You only named a very few. I wish I had time. I would like to elaborate on them, but I think people know them very well.
Yes, the list is definitely big. So, sir, this is going to be your last week, as we said, and you will not be here for Eid al-Adha and the Independence Day. Is there any message that you would like to give to the community out here?
Yes, one of the first things that I celebrated in Oman was Eid al-Fitr, because I arrived on the 2nd of Ramadan. And I decided to move to Salalah and participate in the on-board reception there, rather than staying here in Muscat, because as I said in the beginning, I took it upon myself to connect with our people across the country. And when I visited Salalah, I realized that there was a lot of potential to be undertaken or exploited. And hence, on every new Pakistan Day and every Independence Day, I have been receiving the support of our citizens to launch new initiatives. For instance, on March 23rd, 2019, I launched the Citizens Advisory Council, and I also launched 3 WhatsApp communication numbers, because the WhatsApp broadcast is not for communication. It makes it very easy for our citizens now to check the progress on their passports, ID cards, and other national documents that they apply for, or any other matter, be it of emergent nature, be it death cases, transfer of human remains. So we have tried to cater for every aspect and bring it very, very efficiently to the people. As I leave the Sultanate today, I leave with good memories. Professionally and personally, I think it has been the most rewarding 3 years of my life. And I would leave only one message to the citizens of Pakistan that are residing here. I would like to tell them that the leadership of Oman, vertically and horizontally, appreciates their very great human contribution to building the Omani civil society and institutions. I would like to change nothing at all, and I would like our people to continue with their very well-known fervor to serve this very great relationship that we have with Oman.
Great, thank you so much, sir. It was lovely talking to you. For more interesting videos, keep watching Times TV.